gentlemen, we'd like to thank you very much for making our time to join us this beautiful evening. So, I know that this is how reunions will always be because you've not seen yourself for many years. And thus, it means that in the course of the event, there are going to be a lot of side talks. But we would appreciate if we can reduce them to the barest minimum. So we'd like to say once again, thank you for coming out and being with us this beautiful evening. If you are happy to be here, please a round of applause for yourself. A round of applause to say if you are happy to be here. I can see the smiles on everybody's faces. It's obvious that most of you have not seen yourself for many years. So please welcome your neighbor with a round of applause. In fact, let's do it this way. I want you to clap. Let your clap show how excited you are to be seeing your neighbor. If your neighbor is not clapping well, that means you need to change your table. That means they're not happy to see you. You are all welcome. And we promise that this evening is going to be a very wonderful one. We want to party. We don't know when else we'll see ourselves again. See the way I'm talking, as if I walked in the bank. Anyway, I'm a citizen of Nigeria, so we're all citizens. All right, so very quickly, we'd like to take an opening prayer, and to help us pray, we want to welcome with a round of applause Pastor Faye. A round of applause for Pastor Faye as he helps us say the opening prayer. Pastor Faye, please. Okay. Please once again a round of applause for Pastor Faye. Thank you.
Praise the Lord. I'm still so excited that I need to comfort myself a bit before I start to pray. Praise the Lord. Shall we all be on our feet and just take one simple song? To God be the glory, great thing he has done. To God be the glory, great things he has done. So loved he the world that he gave us his Son, who yielded his life and atonement for sin, and opened the life gates that all may go in. Praise the Lord. Let the earth hear his voice. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give him the glory, great things he has done. For indeed, O Lord, great things you have done. For these years counted, for the days numbered, we are here rejoicing with ourselves in your presence. Back-patting, back-slapping, booty hugging, we say to you be praise and all glory and honor in the name of Jesus. With humility and sobriety, we remember those that are gone, who were counted as part of us. But in all, you have kept us alive. Not because for any reason we were better than the ones you have called home, but by your mercy. For this also we say, to you be praise and honor and glory. We've come to reunite. We've come to celebrate with ourselves. Father, we ask, so let it be in the name of Jesus. Wonderful stories we have to tell. Wonderful testimonies we have to give. Father, for all of them, Lord, we bring thanksgiving before you. And we ask today that the purpose and the objectives of tonight, Lord, be met by your mercy. The reunion, the reconnection, and the great things that we follow, Lord, in the name of Jesus. Thank you for everything you have done, for that which you are doing. and for that which you will yet do. In Jesus' mighty name, we have prayed. Praise the Lord.
Please let me celebrate Pastor Faye. A round of applause for him. You know, the beautiful thing was when I gave him the mic, he told me that I could have just said Faye. I didn't need to add the pastor. So I went to confirm if he was a pastor when he was at Citizens Bank, and the answer was no. So it was after he left that he received the call. So please, once again, a round of applause for Pastor Faye. Thank you very much. My name is Forever, and that doesn't mean we're going to stay here for forever. That's just the name I use as a comedian. And like I said earlier, this evening is an evening of reconnection, meeting the people you've not seen for many years. You now realize that social media has been lying to you, because now they're actually looking more handsome than you see them on Facebook. So it's a very, very beautiful evening. We want to take the opening remarks. And so for those of us just coming, would humbly request that we'll have a seat so that we can get the opening remarks. And to give us the opening remarks, there's a round of applause as I welcome Gwen Abiola Oloke. Please, a round of applause. Is that the best we can do? Is that the best we can do? Keep clapping until she comes. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you very much. I'm so excited. Good evening, everyone. On with this. Everybody's so excited. Good evening, everybody. Just this excitement alone validates the fact that this was a long-awaited reunion. So the opening remarks. Can we just take a seat, please? Can we take our seat? Ladies and gentlemen, my bosses here, our pioneer and managing director, Dr. Lawrence Osafiana, other directors present, my big bosses, my colleagues, and my cherished friends. You're all welcome to a very long-awaited reunion. This is really a momentous occasion where our memories intertwine with the echoes of our past. And the promise of tomorrow is all over the air. As the head of the planning committee, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today, surrounded by the familiar faces that once graced the halls of our beloved Citizens International Bank. I wish that bank still existed. With hearts brimming with nostalgia, we gather here to celebrate more than just a bank. We celebrate a legacy built on dedication, integrity, and the unwavering commitment to excellence. Citizens Bank was not just a place of work. It was a sanctuary where we had dreams, and where our aspirations found wings. Together, we weathered storms. I'm sure some of us remember those storms. We reveled and in triumphs, bound by shared sense of purpose and camaraderie. We honor the countless contributions of each and every one of you here, and those virtually watching, and those absent, even those who have passed. Whether you served as a driver, as a teller, a manager, or even the back office, your dedication and purpose breathed life into the very soul of our institution. Your tireless efforts laid the foundation for our success and left an indelible mark in the fabric of our shared history. Reflecting on our time at Citizens Bank, we must pay homage to the visionary leadership and the remarkable culture of enduring values fostered by its founders. A culture that empowered us to unleash our potential, to innovate and to embrace the spirit of collaboration. The bank provided us with a foundation, training, and invaluable experience that propelled many of our alumni to remarkable achievements, both here and abroad, in various sectors. Among the ranks, we boast of company board directors, esteemed bank executives, CEOs both locally and internationally, distinguished senior advocates of Nigeria, accomplished doctoral scholars, leaders in diverse industries, be it farming, pivotal roles in banking, in politics. We have actually one of us who is chairman of a political party. Isn't that amazing? Influential positions in the oil and gas industry, power, legal practice, academia, pensions, trade, commerce, construction, healthcare, education, agriculture, industrial manufacturing, and the list goes on. And even in pastoral ministry. This is the impact that we got from Citizens Bank. As we honor the legacy of our founders, let us also take a moment to remember our fallen heroes, our fallen colleagues, who, whether in the course of their duties or long after they left the bank, have passed away. Their names and their memories resonate with us, a testament of the bonds that we shared together. Though they may no longer walk among us, their spirits lives on, and the stories we shared and the lives they touched. You will find in the names, you'll find in the brochure the names of the fallen ones. So while I take this speech, I don't know if we can have a roll call of those who passed on. We'll remember them before we get into. So may we all rise up and have some minutes of silence, and open your brochures, please, so that we can read out the names of those who have fallen. Indeed, it was very humbling when we began to put these names together that there were almost 100 people who have passed from Citizens Bank. We are indeed lucky to be alive. So we have there Abiola Adegeye, we have Adamu. This is we're going to read out the names if you don't mind. This is a request of many of our colleagues. Adamu Abudu, Adewale Ademola, Adewale Amoda, Adolphus Akabwe, Adolphus Anware, Ali, Aloysius Efyong, and Okira, Baba Kekere. I remember this man. Beneduru, Bola Onobolu, Bose Oluwole, Kajetan Azubike, Charles Wanko, Hidebere Wango, Chinwe Onwuka, Chris Echewe, Chris Ijere, Jukes Anna, Damien Analo, Daniel Udo, Edward Amadi, Emeka Ibejiro, Ima Nagbo, Eni Amogu, Ehinyaya Okidi, Eunice Wanchuku, Eze Alumefuna, Felix Oko, Florence Mbanefo, Frances Ehusani, Kunsho Maseyafi, Hashim Zahat, Hilda Onegbu, Ihai Undukwe, Innocent Denkwo, Irene Obioke, Israel Agbara, J.K. Okafo, wow, John Azamairo, Jonadab Nwankwo, Joseph Kachiko, Joseph, Julie A.B., Kate Nwosu, Paula Gabriel, Kunle Shokombe, that was my pal, Lanre Bolanrewa, Linda Eze Anyanwu, Martin Udogie, wow, Maureen Mogalo, Melvina Uzokwe, Moses Olabi, Ndubuisi Okonji, Nje Nzema, Ni Nikpadiola, that was my secretary. Nkem Eze Okafo, Obioma Samuel, Ola Farumu, Pamela Edozie, Patrick Enimene, Peter Ojigwe, Payo Payo, Pio Pio, Pio Pio, Rebecca Ifwe, Solomon Ugwai, Stanley Eze, Sunday Ali, Tony Baba, Tony Black, Uche Arua, Uche Wankwo, Uche Ume, Yudi David Aja, Uko Akabuo, Uko Unoha, Umo Abbasanwo, US Akpan, Yakubu Abdullahi, and Yemi Ajuya. May the souls of the faithful departed rest in perfect peace. Amen. So most especially, thank you. Please take your seat. Please. Thank you very much. Furthermore, we owe a debt of gratitude to our generous donors who have contributed financially to make this event possible. In fact, this event was put together by staff themselves. So everybody came in here on a sponsorship of somebody else. Their generosity has not only made today a reality, but also allowed us to honor the legacy of Citizens Bank in a truly meaningful way. We thank you very much for your unwavering support and commitment to preserving the memories and traditions that are so dear to all of us. Most especially now, our heartfelt gratitude and appreciation goes to the dedicated members of the Planning Committee. At this point, can I please invite members of the Planning Committee, Organizing Committee, to step out with me, please? Members of the Organizing Committee, and can we just have them displayed on the slides? Some of them are my bosses. Can we have their names displayed on the slides, please? Organizing Committee, some are virtual, some were virtual. And these individuals, along with the subcommittees that they led, worked tirelessly behind the scenes to bring this reunion to life. Their dedication, creativity, and attention to detail have ensured that today is a real day to remember. A day filled with laughter, reminiscence, and heartfelt connections. So I want to really thank them very much for making me their chair. My bosses are here. So we take I know you know them, but let them introduce themselves.
Feyi Akinbile.
Bashir Ishmael. Ano Anyanwu.
Adiola John Taiwo.
Pidi Ngoka. Stella Abulimen.
Julie Ehumadu.
Mitchell Uchebulam.
Spencer Obiano.
George Okeke.
Okay, Agubata.
Ke Amechi Nkama.
So thank you very much. So in the Planning Committee, we had ourselves split into two teams. We had the Event and Planning Committee that was headed by Madam Chidi Ngoka. Take a bow, please. And then we had the Fund and Mobilization Committee headed by no other person than Ano Ayanwu. Please take a bow. And the members of the committee, we have some virtual. We have Sam Ogumbi watching from somewhere, Honolulu or Cayman Islands, we are not sure. And we have Spencer, we have Bashir, we have Emeka Okoye, is also watching from diaspora. We have Uba. Uba, is he in diaspora as well? Uba, show now. No hiding place. Please step out, join us. That's how rich men behave. They don't like coming out. And then we have Adiola John, Taiwo, sorry. And Josh Ikioda. Is Josh here? He's a debt collector. He's not here. We have Yusuf Yahya. He actually was bereaved. He will have been here. We have Stella Burime. Take a bow, Stella. And then Fatima here. Okay. Oh, she couldn't make it. Okay. And then Yusuf Mohammed. So these are members of the fundraising committee. We had actually had a target of about 10 million. We were cowed. We said 6 million. Then we raised it to 15 million. And guess how much we raised? We raised over 20 million. And that's not about it. It's not like 4 people donated 20 million. 200, right? 220 something people donated that amount of money. That's really incredible. So give ourselves a round of applause. And the other committee, we have the events planning committee. Members of that committee were, please can you just put that up? George Okeke, take a bow. We have Uzo. Uzo is in diaspora. I think you're here watching us. And then we had Bashir Ishmael. We have Mary Akubeme. She's joining us a bit late. We have Irene. Irene here? Okay. We have Oke Omeche, Franca in diaspora, and then Emeka Ameche. So please give them a round of applause. We have some special mentions amongst our committees. So I want to actually acknowledge George and Uzo. I think when we wanted to start this reunion, we wanted to have a reunion in 2020. And we actually advanced, and COVID came and foiled that plan. And then after that, perhaps we just had a cold feet, and everyone got so busy. And then George and Uzo, brought the idea, and they kept pushing and pushing. I was a bit discouraged, and so I really want to thank you, George and Uzo. I think they personally called these members to join, and then today here we are. So thank you very much for motivating us. And then this brochure you're looking at, we had a subcommittee called the brochure committee. And there were a few members there, but particularly Spencer worked with this printer hours on end to ensure that you have this beautiful brochure that you have here. Spencer, you and all the members of your teams, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And then we have also the food committee, headed by no other by the women here. It's only women you guys put in the kitchen, and you get the best. So Chidi was in charge of that, and she had other people working with her, Stella and a few other people. And then the booze committee, the Pan Wine Drinkers Club, headed by George Okeke. And James, Spencer, Anno. So you're going to have all manners of wines and beers to have here. And then the media committee, the media and what do we call that? Yeah. So that was Chidi and Kelechi. Kelechi had to take his child to school today for an exam. So please give a round of applause to members of our committees. Thank you very much. So in closing, I want to say as we gather to reconnect, and we laugh and play. We've already started doing that. We want to give gratitude to God for keeping us alive. We want to thank Him for the past, for the connections, destiny that made us all meet in Citizens Bank. We want to also reverence the present. It's also good to be happy where you are and be very hopeful for the future. Where there's hope, there's life. So for though our paths may diverge, many of us have gone into diverse areas. But the bond remains, and this is why we are here today. The bonds remain unbreakable. We are all woven together in friendship. We are woven together in the experiences that we cherish. So we thank you all, dear friends, for coming here. All right, so we have a special award for somebody or a special recognition. It's a surprise, but you know, Citizens Bank actually embedded a lot of us could be entrepreneurs today. A lot of us sit on boards supporting businesses. I think it's that entrepreneurial spirit. And we saw a lot of our customers succeed. Indeed, the right to succeed was really demonstrated in the lives of everybody. But there's one very special, I won't call her a customer. I won't call her a staff. I will just call her a member of this family. Who remembers her woman? This is an epitome of resilience. When people stay focused in the things they do. Our mama started like a small kitchen in our canteen. Today, she's catering for presidents, governors, high-profile events. Please, can you stand up and give this woman a round of applause? Actually, I demanded some music for this lady. Keep clapping, so your business can survive. You know what this means? Citizens Bank did not only create a foundation for success for its staff, but even everyone that was affiliated with the staff. So, I mean, that goes back to what we're saying, enduring legacy. Ahoma, we want to play nice music for you. So,
to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. Stand up for the champion.
Isn't she a champion? We want to thank Larry and his colleagues. I think Ahoma started with Citizens Bank. If there was no Citizens Bank, we would not have Ahoma kitchens today. So thank you very much, Larry. Can we just take a picture? We don't see if we can catch Ahoma again now that she's fresh. Photographer, Larry, please, can you join us? Is he here? Oh, I hear Mr. Obigo is here, Austin. Please join us for the photograph for the champion.
Forbidden anymore. Don't let the world
everybody. Easy family. I started little in Senate Bank until I came back. On air, I came into a family that loved me so much, that made me do so much. Most of the things I was cooking, I don't even know. But when I cook it, it comes out well. The beans was my number one, and everybody loved it. The sensitive family, they've all gone to different places, but they are still using me. They've not left me. So I found a family in them, and I will still remain in that family to the end. Thank you. I love you so much. Thanks.
Don't stand by me. Oh, stand by
Thank you very much, Ahoma. I think this was a surprise to her. I'm not the MC, but I've been instructed to. Please, the drivers who are here, if your drivers are here, food is being served to drivers under the canopy outside. Please, so they can go and take their packs. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy yourselves and catch up with your old flames.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause. A round of applause. Well, thank you. That was a very, I think that's the best opening remarks I've seen since I've been doing this job, where we have to honor someone who's been with us from the very beginning. But when she was talking, she said originally they had a target of 6 million, and then they moved it up to 10 million. And in her words, she said, we raised 22 million. 21. 20. Please, a round of applause for yourselves. A round of applause. My major focus is on that word raised. That's how rich people sound. We raised 20 million. If he was a poor man, you will not hear we raised 20 million. A poor man will say, when we started this program, our target was to raise 2 million, but we ended up gathering 89,750. It's never a round figure. We gathered. That means anywhere we collect, we stop. And please, once again, a round of applause for Ahoma Kitchens. A round of applause for Ahoma Kitchens. Thank you. Hey, madam, hope nobody is owing you from those days. Because I know that there's every year that will be eating on credit. That time, madam, I will see you when they pay us. I'll see you. No, you people are saying no. Are you the owner of the restaurant? It's only her that can answer. Ma, is anybody owing you? Let them pay now. And DJ hold it. When they were celebrating, and the DJ played one song, one Spanish song that almost every Nigerian believed that they know. And I want to be sure, I want you to check yourself, because if you're singing, only God knows what we'll be singing. Since DJ played that song. Listen to this song, go. When after the balamos, you will pause it. This song is good. Everybody believes that they know this song. Exactly. Are you guys ready? We'll soon get there.
We take the floor.
Oh.
Nothing is forbidden anymore. Don't let the world in outside.
It's getting close. Are you ready now? Are you ready now? Bailamos, what's the following word? Winnie, 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 winnie. There's no Nigerian that knows the whole song. When they shout Bailamos, anything that follows is Bailamos. Anything that follows is Bailamos. DJ, thank you very much. And I know that a lot of people are just coming in. Like I mentioned when we started, it's a reunion. It means that at different points in this program, you will see different groups of meet and greet, because people are just coming in and they are meeting their own people. Exactly. Another meet and greet has started here. So that's how reunions are. All right, so we'd like to please request that we have a seat for a few minutes as we'll proceed to the next on our program that demands that we listen to whoever is going to be speaking to us. Hello! DJ, off the song. Our dear beloved guest, we request that we kindly have a seat as we proceed to the next item on the program, because I would not want to call her when our attention is not on her. So I request that we please have a seat before I call her. I know this is a tough one, so people are seeing themselves for the first time in 27 years, so I know that feeling. So we will. So this one now, we will greet again when we finish. Every reunion is like this. In fact, going forward, reunion should not have program. Anywhere you meet us, we take. After opening prayer, it's gone. All right, thank you. Can we please have a seat? Thank you. Hello, everyone. Please, can we have a seat? Because I'm about to call someone else that we need to listen to. Thank you very much. We'll take pictures at the end. We'll greet again at the end. This is not the last reunion we're doing. We'll do another one in 5 years. Or we should be doing it every year. Every year. Okay, so if you want it every year, so let's not finish all the greeting now. We'll see again next year. So let's please have our seats. Thank you. I'm waiting. I don't want to call the next person to speak and then we don't have one house. Citizens Bank, let's have a seat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to call the next program. She's going to be giving us she's going to be talking to us about the brief history of Citizens Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I welcome Chidi Ngoka. A round of applause for her. Please, a round of applause for her. While those of us standing, we request to have a seat so we can listen to her. Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for her until she gets to the stage. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you all for making it. We didn't anticipate that the attendance would be this good and that the enthusiasm will be this good. Thank you all. I'll just very quick. This is not a night for speech making. It's actually more a night for connecting, reconnecting, meeting each other one again and catching up. I will just do a 5-minute brief on Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank was incorporated as a private limited liability company and obtained a license to carry on banking business in December 1989. The bank's equity was wholly held by 32 Nigerian citizens, and full banking operations commenced on 14 May 1990. The bank's management was pioneered initially by 5 bankers from Citibank and late Lord Chief D.K. Udensi Ifegu, a young, successful entrepreneurial industrialist. The 5 directors were Dr. Osafiana, Dr. Olayemi Kadoso, Mr. Moses Ago, Mr. Aneru Esivwe, Alhaji Hassan Momodu. They were later joined by Mr. Austin Obigwe from Citibank too. Citizens Bank pioneered online and real-time banking services to the Nigerian banking system. The bank was unwavering in its commitment to the growth of the Nigerian economy and was severally extolled for its exemplary professional culture, which remains the crux for financial growth and development in the country. The bank was divided into teams, groups, branches, and support groups, effectively interconnected to ensure seamless connectivity and organized service delivery. The bank recorded a momentous landmarks in the annals of its history through unparalleled service delivery by a well-grounded and trained staff with support from the bank's board and management. Some have since risen to become CEOs and directors in other financial institutions. The bank was eventually consolidated into Spring Bank during the consolidation exercise in December 2005. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, one more time, a round of applause for Chile Ngoka. Thank you for giving us a brief history of Citizens Bank. So, they've served Pepper Soup. How do I play this game now? I will see play it. Phage, bring the second mic. Because it's been a long time. Let's see how we can bring it. The second mic. So because we're supposed to get a speech from our pioneer MD right now, but because we're having Pepper Soup, I don't want to be speaking to us when we're eating. So this game I'm going to play would serve us through that round. Hold the mic. So please, we want to see how connected we still are. So this game is a simple game. Please, if I can have your attention, I would appreciate it. It's called the word game. The word game is played this way. Everybody on a particular table, that table is one team. So everybody on the table will contribute one word to make a sentence. So, Fish come. The three of us, assuming that three of us are sitting on a table, I start with I.
Tosin.
Yeah. So yeah, we have our sentence is I am Tosin. Do you understand the game? Huh? Okay, bros, come. I know you are working, but let them. So we are assuming that the three of us are sitting on the table. So, for example, now this table is one team. Everybody on the table contribute just one word each to end up to becoming a sentence. So, assuming the three of us are on one table, and I start. So, this is my word. I am Tosin. So, we contributed one word. Did you winner understand? Huh? You don't want to answer me again now. Do we understand now? So, the next rule is that your table cannot start with what another table started with. So, no table here can start with I. Because we've used I as an example. So, I'm going to start with this table. Please give her the mic. You're not under pressure. Anything you say, the people on your table, so just take the mic and move around. Any word.
Love.
Love.
Happiness.
No, sir, he has to become a whole sentence, so it's not just one word. Though. As you have said love, whatever you say should give meaning to it. So we'll read the sentence together.
I love her.
No, one word.
I love.
Okay, no, you are taking this love personal, sir. So you can, she has started with love. So just one word.
Is.
Love is
a choice.
Love is a choice.
Love is
kind. No, one word. Love is a choice.
And
love
is
patient.
Patient. Sir, your turn now. Because we'll read the sentence together. Love is a choice and love is patient.
And
beautiful.
Whoa, a round of applause for them. Wow. Love is patient. No, okay, love is kind and love is patient and beautiful. Wait, that sentence, is it correct, sir? There are too many and in that sentence. So we should take it. We take it because you are the first table that tried. So, sir, over to you, your table.
Citizens.
Citizens.
Is.
Is.
A.
A.
Is a wonderful.
One word, sir. Citizens is a.
Good.
Good.
Happy.
Happy.
And.
And.
Okay, professionally run.
Bank. So he had to come back to you. Please, a round of applause, a round of applause. These are pioneers. Oh, people are already selecting who will start first on their table. Who will start? Who is starting? Okay, you see the one? All right, please, let's listen to that sentence. We are very happy
To
to
reunited
with
everyone.
Please, a round of applause. This is to be honest, this is the leading sentence so far. Okay, why did you stand up? No, I refuse. You were here when the sentence started. It's the planning committee. So planning committee will not talk. Okay. All right, this table.
You have told me the word already.
Oh yeah, your turn.
This
table
is
very happy. So
here.
This table is very happy. Let's listen to that sentence. So, this table is very happy to hear. Is it not what you said? So you said to. No, it's one word now. You only said to hear. Please, a round of applause for them. This table is very happy to hear. So the leading table so far is still that table. Who is starting here, sir? Lagos is the
Commercial
headquarters
of
Nigeria.
Wow, a round of applause. We have two smooth sentences now. We will check who will win later. Who is starting here? This
reunion
is
very inspiring. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear the sentence. Let's do it again. This
reunion
is
very inspiring.
Wow, a round of applause for them. This reunion is very inspiring. This table, who is starting? Who is starting, sir?
Citizens.
We
are
a
No, that's double A.
okay, big.
He said big. Okay, citizens, we are a big
family.
Happy.
Family.
Enjoying
Ourselves.
Wait, sir. I want us to read our sentence together. Citizens, we are a big, happy family enjoying ourselves. Please, a round of applause for them. This one is nice. Who is starting here? Okay, you have to start. Oh yeah, anything you say, they will follow. I even like this one. It's spontaneous. People didn't rehearse it. Other tables have been doing rehearsal since. Any word?
we
give
God
yes
all
Done. Glory.
Amen.
Please, a round of applause. The woman was thinking, what will I say? Amen. This table, Are you serious? Okay, we're coming.
There
There
is excitement
In
the
air.
therefore citizens
Bank rejoices.
Hey! Please, a round of applause for this woman. And please, a round of applause for her. Because at this point, the question did not have an end. So whatever she says either makes it a continuous statement or a ending statement. And she does say rejoices. Madam, you know book. Are you a professor? Please, once again, a round of applause for her. That was very nice. Yeah, so this table. Who is starting here?
God
has
made
it
possible
for us to
reunite.
Ho! Please serve this table another plate of baby soup. This was smooth. Did you rehearse it? You rehearse it? Zaoga, did you rehearse this thing? Because it was too smooth.
We
Are all here
for. We are all here for.
all citizens.
Bank
reunion.
Please, a round of applause. That it was going well until you got to that place. There was traffic there. Even his neighbor is confused. So who is starting here? Okay, sir.
we
are
happy
to
be
here. Very good. It's obvious. Please, a round. Oga, you are alone. So, okay, God is with you. Oh, yeah, you and God make sentence. Okay, both of you. Okay, you should start. Any sentence. Both of you, sir. Yes.
we are happy
No, one word, sir.
we join
Sir, we'll leave it for you. I thought you both of you would say Jesus wept. Who is starting here? All right. The game we're playing. Who is starting on this table, please? This
event
Is very cool.
No, one word. This event is very
Cool.
Man, you have the easiest answer. Are you okay?
Pigeon is allowed.
Pigeon is allowed. So far, it's a sentence that we can read.
Waiting.
They chop
For
here.
Ketra, answer them. Waiting with the chop here. Food. They will so serve it. So we'll take a few from this side. Table to this side. Are we ready? What table here is ready to play? No table on this side. We
all
appreciate
we all appreciate the
committee of the together.
We all appreciate the committee together. Please, a round of applause. This table, sir. Okay, sir. This I should give it to you.
As
as
citizens,
as citizens, as citizens. So I just put one word. Our citizens' family.
I love together
with one love. Okay, that your one love plenty. Oh. Love together with one love. They don't talk all of our things. Oh. Citizens. Well, how you say, what's the beginning again? As citizens, we love together with one love. Yes, one love is enough. Please, a round of applause for ourselves. A round of applause. So that was just to show that after many years, we are still working together. And it's very important. I would like to say thank you all for coming. So right at this moment, we want to take a speech from... So what table was the best table? I'm not looking at Paonia's table. So the leading table is this. So what's it? No, so we need to name the table so that we would. What's the name of your table? Huh? She said that table is band A table. Band A. This table did very well because of her. So what's the name of your table? Band A table in the Boski table. Yes, this table did very well too. What's the name of your table? Citizens table. So we have 3 tables now. Band A, citizens in the Boski. There was another table. This table that did not rehearse it. What's the name of your table? So we have Pahose table here. So we are going to choose in the Boski table, Pahose table, Band A, citizens table, sorry. And then this table. What's the name of this table, please? Reunion table. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have 5 tables that were very exceptional. Band A table, reunion table, in the Boski table, citizens table, and Pahose. No, this your sentence, man. If we are very honest, it was cut and joined. There were many and this. I know. Okay, love table. We had love table. So who do you think is the winner? In the Boski, Pahose, Band A, citizens, reunion, and love. Who do you think is the winner? What table did win? What table was the winner? In the Boski or Pahose? With the power vested upon me, the winner of this is in the Boski. No, it's not why you. He said it's fraud. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right now, we want to hear from our Pioneer MD and CEO. So, if you don't mind, we'll kindly request that we have a seat and also reduce the noise level. So, the guys mixing at the back, if for this moment you can just hold on. Thank you, right? So, that grinding noise is not part of his speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we welcome our Pioneer MD and CEO. A round of applause for Dr. Lawrence Osa Afiana. A round of applause. Can we put our hands together as we welcome our Pioneer MD and CEO for his speech? Is that the best we can do? Is that the best we can do? Let's make the applause louder. Let's make the applause louder.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please sit down. Thank you very much. This is almost like a coup against me, okay? I didn't intend to come up here and make a speech, okay? But as it may, it's a great pleasure, really. What I actually would have liked to say, I've already given it to them, and it's in the brochure. So now we're standing. I'm up here, and first let me start by saying a big welcome to everybody who is here. When the idea of this reunion was muted to me by Anno a couple of months ago, I just said, well, no, there's no need for it. You know, we can keep it. I said no. But I got convinced, so to say. And I'm glad it has worked out far greater than my expectations. Well, it's my honor actually to formally welcome everybody, okay, to this August gathering. Citizens Bank is an enterprise that is so dear to me. If I were to say something about Citizens Bank, I think we'll spend the whole night here. So to make it short, let me just read what I have here. Okay, that'll be a lot faster. Okay? So please bear with me. I'm greatly honored to stand before you to make this brief address on the occasion of the reunion of the pioneer staff of Citizens International Bank along with their families. A lot has changed since the early days of the institution, nearly 35 years ago. For one, the bank no longer exists with the same name and form as it was conceived. It has since gone through a number of structural changes. Secondly, most of us gathered here are no longer associated with the institution as it has undergone these structural changes. Thirdly, many of us have exited the commercial banking industry entirely and gone into other fields of professional business and political endeavors. Notwithstanding these changes, there's a quality of the bank that has not changed. The spirit that motivated its creation and that animated its operations as a banking institution has continued to endure in the hearts of those who, by providence, did pass through the walls of the bank in its early years. This August gathering or reunion is a testament to that fact. Permit me to pause for a moment to pay tribute to a number of our colleagues and or their family members who were part of us but have passed and therefore are not here with us today. I wish to remember in particular the pioneer chairman of the board of directors of the bank, Lord Chief Dike Udensi Ifegu. May the good Lord, in his infinite mercy, grant their souls eternal rest. Amen. For me, it has been 25 years since I left Citizens Bank, after serving as a co-founder and the pioneer chief executive. During these years, I have only been able to keep close contact with a few of you. To those that have not been able to meet until now, it is indeed a happy reunion. Even then, rest assured that I have kept every one of you in my heart. I have followed the successes of a good number of us all these years, not only in the banking industry, but also in the other fields of human endeavor. I have taken great pride whenever I hear of not only the professional achievements of our colleagues, but more importantly, of their professional competence and commitment to making a difference through their spirit of service shown in whatever responsibility they have been charged with. This goes to buttress the point that while institutions are important in the progress of society, the most enduring change can only come about through the transformation of the human heart. This essentially was what the Spirit of Citizens Bank embodied. I thank you all for upholding our core values and humbly charge all of us to strive to transmit them on as our enduring legacy to this society. I cannot but recognize the Citizens Family Social Platform that has existed for a number of years now. It has been a veritable vehicle for keeping in touch and networking. It is my wish that it will evolve to become a means of polite and professional discourse that will help in formulating constructive policy positions that transcend political inclinations and that will help to contribute to progress and prosperity of our nation. I thank the wonderful team of 27 led by Gwen, Abiola Oloke, and Mr. Ano Anyanwu, who conceived of and put together this event. It must not have been easy. They must have worked with so much dedication to make this day a reality. I thank you all for your enthusiastic support of this idea, particularly with your generous financial contributions. This night is one for reconnecting with old friends and colleagues and reminiscing. I wish you all a happy and enjoyable evening, and I thank you so much for coming. May God continue to bless us and bless our country, Nigeria. Amen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know,
Spirit, as entrepreneurs, set up Citizens Bank, and my duty is to make an honors list of the pioneers, led by Lord Chief D.K. Udensi as the pioneering chairman, Dr. Larry Osafiana as our pioneering MD, and his executive team of directors, Dr. Olayemi Cardoso, Mr. Moses Agor, Mr. Aneru Esivwe, Alhaji Hassan Mamodu, and our own Lord Chief, Mr. Austin Obigwe. Can we? Austin Obigwe. Yes, I said Mr. Austin Obigwe. Yes. Can we please stand up to give them a standing ovation? Okay.
Please, can we have a photo shot with our founding fathers? And then Dr. Onyekwe, please, can you join us for the photograph? Yes. Yes. Chidi Ngoka, please join us. Jackson, Company Secretary. Jackson is here, he's hiding. Sorry? Anyone who is a director on ED in a bank, please can you join us? Ira, please, thank you.
If she's with me, I'll blink the lights to let you know tonight's the night for me and you, my part-time lover. We are undercover fashion on the run.
Yeah. Ex-directors of banks, please join us. Whether spring, ex and present. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. When you requested that directors of banks to join for pictures, I almost joined because I'm a director of my power bank. Bank is bank. It's just that power bank lacks financial power. You only have to charge it. All right, so it's time for dinner. So the dinner is already being served for some people. So the waiters, the waitresses will come to your tables to take your menu. So you just have to tick what you want to have, and they will serve it to you. And after dinner, we'll take the tributes, we'll take toast, we'll cut the cake, and then we'll dance. It's a reunion. It's a happy day. Rather, it's a happy evening. So please, we request that if you could stay on your table area so that the waiters would know the tables they've served to enable dinner to move swiftly so we can run with the rest of the program. So while you're enjoying your dinner, our saxophonist is going to start off with beautiful music, after which you will hand over to the DJ. So, Darex, we'll call you up to take the floor whilst we're having dinner. Thank you very much as you enjoy your dinner. Darex, over to you. right, so we had to take a pause for the music because we understand there are over 50 people joining us online. And so those of you joining us online via Zoom, we want you to turn on your cameras. Right here in Lagos, we are having dinner. So please serve yourself at home. Be eating so that we are together. And if you are done eating, the Darex is coming back again, the saxophonist. I've been requested to ask you guys to turn on your cameras and be dancing at home so we can know you can feel the music right here. So Darex, over to you. Let's take it. So please turn on your cameras. What country is that? Is it Ghana? No lights? I heard that Ghana no longer has 24 hours electricity. All right, so please, those of us online, we need you to turn on your cameras. I can only see 4 people. We have over, how many do we have? We have over 50. We need yes, 5 have turned on the cameras. We need 45 more. Where are the others? Please turn on your cameras. The saxophonist is waiting for you all. 6. At least let's get up to half. We only have 6 people who have turned on their cameras. And when the saxophonist comes back, we want you to be dancing. We are seeing you from here. People here are dancing. We want you to be, Oga will say, ah. We want at least dance. We want you to feel the vibe. More people are coming on. Thank you very much. Nice. Please, those of us here, a round of applause for them. A round of applause for them. Let's encourage more of them to join. Yes. More are coming on. More are coming on. Darex, arrange better song that will make them dance at home. Some nice vibes. Hits. Oh yeah, if I be playing. 2 people are already dancing. 3, 4. Come on. We need more people. Oh! Hold it. Please, what's the name of this man? That's Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, you are our best dancer so far. So, sir, you've won yourself a brand new Range Rover car key. Here's the key, sir. All right, DJ Darius, let's go. We need more dancers. Come on. Oh yeah now. Come on. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please, a round of applause for Darex. A round of applause for Darex. That was a powerful.
Thank you very much. Can you guys see the screen? Can you spot the best dancer virtually? Anero Esivwe. Yeah! He was the one dancing. Mr. Anero, you are very welcome to our session. And can we all rise up for Mr. Anero, one of the founding directors? And give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, Oga, for joining us. We really appreciate you. And for digging the dig. I see Chima. I see, is that Steve? Please put on your camera so we can recognize you. Who is this lady in pink? Franca. Yeah. She's a member of the committee. Yeah. Who is this other person? Chidebere. Please just put on your mics and just announce your names. Put on your mics. Is that Steve Dania? Just put on your mics and just give us your name so we can welcome you properly. Unmute yourself and did you mute all of them? Please, can you unmute them? We want you to be part of this session. Franca, we see you, babe. Mr. Nero was the best dancer. You didn't dance. Put on your mic. Sam Ogumbi, can you put on your video? Patience Imokwede, Chooks, Chika, Adedayo, Injideka, Yemi, Adeyinka, Uzoma Eziela, Chibuzo, Dayo, Zudoma Okoro, Bumi Elesho, wow. Esther Emeji Oku, give them a round of applause. Olumide, Godswill Esangbedo, Dayo, Adebukola, Uche. You're all welcome. Join the party and try and beat Mr. Nero. Thank you very much.
Please, once again, a round of applause for everyone that has joined us online. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking our time to be part of this beautiful reunion. And as Citizens Bank, I want to ask a quick question. It's more or less like a joke. So, we are all citizens here. So, I want to ask citizens of Ghana, what are they called? Ghanaians, right? Citizens of Cameroon are called what? Citizens of Jericho are called what? Who said Jericho? Okay, citizens of England is what? Citizens of Holland is what? I'm hearing Hollandia, so. Oh my God. You know, it's such a great honor to be here. My name is Forever, like I mentioned earlier. I'm a comedian for now. I did not plan to be a comedian in life. It's just that this is where I am right now. We'll give God praise. We'll take it like that. I study mechanical engineering, and as I speak to you, I can no longer locate crankshaft. I'm not cracking jokes. I thought I was the only one that changed course, but I found out that my friend that studied civil engineering is not civil defense. I asked him why the switch is at least there's civil on both sides. We thought his own was the worst until we realized that the best graduating student in my school, chemical engineering department, a maker one for us this week, is a masquerade in Anambra. I was driving past Obiweka, I saw masquerade. That's how I know this body movement somewhere. I called him, he answered, I said, I'm a talk, I will call you back. I said, are you the one wearing masquerade clothes? He said, my brother, is me. I said, wait, what exactly are you doing? He said, I'm working for the gods. I said, it's obvious. Please, I want to ask this question. Have you ever seen those buses in Lagos where they write, if my driving is wrong, call this number? Have you ever called that number? It does not work. I was driving behind a school bus. In fact, the oldest child on that bus cannot be more than 6 years old. The driver was driving recklessly, so I said, let me report the driver to school authorities. That's how I dialed number. And a man answered me, said, hello, how can I help you? I said, I'm currently driving behind your school bus, and your driver is driving recklessly, endangering the life of children that parents put under your care, I want you to sanction the driver. In fact, the plate number of the car is BDG418EE. Next in our head is, ooh, wicked Nigerians, God will punish you. I know there are people like you in Lagos. That is why I removed the school number, put my personal number. Yeah, man. So you are calling them to sack me now. If they sack me, who will feed my family? I ended the call. I dialed the second number as I said hello. I just said, don't bother the two SIM in one phone. I said, Lagos is not a real place. You know, I went for a wedding one time, and then they said, forever, please announce that the owner of this car is obstructing movement. That's how I was announcing. If you are the owner of this car with registration number, please go and repark. After like 20 minutes, nobody reparked. They came to tell me, say, please, forever, make the announcement again. Nobody have come out. I kept announcing. Nobody came out. After 40 minutes, they came to tell me that forever, that person is blocking a colonel. Someone that fought war for 4 years in Liberia. For this, I changed the announcement. For the sake of your life, go and repark. You are blocking a war general. After 2 hours, nobody came out. The man got angry. Just sent message to Bonny Camp to send 40 new recruit soldiers that are looking for who to key to wait for the owner of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, after the wedding, I realized I was announcing my own car. I came and saw 40 soldiers around my car. My car now looked like a casket. I took Keke home. My wife said, where's your car? I said, just thank God for my life. That you are seeing me today, and life is to the glory of God. You know, when I went at the volleyball, those were removed the 4 tires. It was towing van that I used to carry my car. You know, when I come to events like this, I announced dinner about 40 minutes ago. Everybody has finished eating. No stress. Are you aware that at Lagos weddings now, to eat at a Lagos wedding, you have to bribe? You now bribe to eat at Lagos wedding. You go to a Lagos wedding, the table behind you, they're eating everything. Amala, rice, small chops. You'll be thinking of from the family of the couple, whereas your own table is water, as if you came to bath. They are not from the family of the groom. What they do in Lagos now is as you are entering the hall, you call the waiter. Waiter, hold 1,000, I'm on table 10. That's it. There's nothing you will not eat. It's from your table that the groom will realize that, I pay for snail. We went for one wedding. My friend mistakenly gave waiter 10,000. Say, waiter, hold this 10,000 on table 5. Waiter said, a guy will shock you. Would you understand what shock meant? 20 minutes later, waiter brought full cooler of rice and 40 pieces of meat. I said, what for? He said, oh, guy, this full wedding, they paid me 3,000 to start from morning till night. Only you gave me 10,000. You are the groom. Eh? I said, I'm the groom. He said, I can bring the cake if you want it. I said, leave it. Leave it. You know, a lot of things are happening right now. And one of the things I will never forget is one of my friends got married. After 2 weeks of marriage, he called me and said, forever, marriage is sweet. I said, don't rush. You are not married yet. You are doing it. He said, does not understand. I said, I cannot explain it. When it happened to you, you will know. 1 month later, the guy called me around 1 a.m. As I answered the call, I said, what is the problem? He said, how did you know? I said, because no man calls another man by this time to gist. We called to complain. I said, so what happened? He said, the problem is he does not know what the problem is. I said, now you are married. I said, rewind, what happened? He said, the wife told him she's not happy with him. He now said he's sorry, thinking that the matter have ended. The wife now asked him the golden question, what exactly are you sorry for? I said, don't tell me you said, I don't know. He said, that's why I said, your marriage have scattered. He said, what do? I said, I can't help you. I'm 7 years in marriage. You call your father that is 40 years in marriage. He has 3 years of extra experience. He might be able to help you, of which I'm not sure. The guy called his father. After narrating everything to the father, for the first time in his life, his father called him my brother. The boy said, Daddy, you just called me my brother. The father said, yes, you are a man like me. You have wife, I have wife. You face your family, I face my family. Because as I'm talking to him and your mother were quarreling, so you face your God, I will face my God. Allow me to settle my family, you settle your family. We are men together. Now, senior and senior, you not be king, you go kill me. In the morning, the guy called me back. He said, Forever, what is wrong with that question? And I told him that, bro, in marriage, there are certain questions that don't have answer. Question number 1, your wife asks you, my husband, what will you eat? I cook rice. If you have 2 heads, say you want to eat beans. If that marriage not scatter. I told the guy, question number 2, your wife asks you, what number am I in your life? I said, don't you ever make the mistake to say number 1. He said, why? I said, because the way women reason sometimes, you say, if I'm number 1, is there number 2 somewhere I'm not aware of? He said, so what do I tell her? I said, tell her you are my Lord and personal Savior, my beginning and my ending. Without you, I have no air in my... Please, a round of applause to yourself, a round of applause. Thank you. So we're going to take toast and tribute very quickly. And to do that, we have assigned someone to officiate this part. A round of applause as we welcome George Okeke. A round of applause as we welcome George Okeke for toast and tributes. Please, George Okeke present. Okay, he's getting ready. And so while he's getting ready, I have one of my friends. He's a comedian by circumstance, not by choice, because his parents sent him to Covenant University. There's nobody in this country that they sent to Covenant University to study that the parents have plans to end up as a comedian. He's a graduate of Covenant University. And he will tell you his own story. I'm very sure that his CV might be here with him because he knows that there are movers and shakers. Please, a round of applause as I welcome my friend Phage. Please, help me put your hands together for Phage.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. It's a great pleasure to be in your midst. I was telling Forever earlier that I feel, very, not tiny, but basically, when people started working with Citizens International Bank, I was not even created at that time. So I'm not even sure. But as Forever was saying, this was never my plan for my life. I'm sure most of you don't know me. So it's only proper that I properly introduce myself to you. So my name is Fejuro Omu, but most people call me Phage. I'm a 2-1 graduate of Covenant University, emphasis on 2-1, strong 2-1. Finished with a 2-1 in Industrial Relations and Human Resource Management. I have a master's degree from the University of Lagos in Diplomacy and Strategic Studies. I have a diploma in leadership, a diploma in Human Resource Management. I'm a member of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria. I'm also working on my certification in policy, politics, and governance. I know some of you want to clap, so it's free, you can clap. Where I'm going with this is I'm looking for work. That's where I'm... Because there's really no reason why I should be sharing my CV to you people when you are doing reunion. But I know that there are captains of industry here. So my problem is I studied human resource management, and they told us that time that we are the ones that hire and fire. They forgot to tell us that you need to be hired first before. So this is me hiring and firing. Yeah, I should be looking at somebody's CV and telling them, basically, what I'm trying to tell you is I can work under pressure. I don't know the meaning, but I can do it. I can do it very well. I've been doing it for the most of my life. I live in Lagos. I know the color of pressure. It's green, white, green. And I like that, you're doing your reunion and everybody's here. Everybody's hale and hearty. So please, a round of applause for yourselves. It's a great thing to see because I know my own generation were in trouble. If we decide to do a reunion, we'll do it virtually because most of us are in Canada and UK doing care job. But it's good that everybody is here and everybody is well gathered. I just want to share a personal problem, and I know that there are people here who can help me out. When I first moved to Lagos, I was living in Ikoyi, not too far from here, Cameron Road. I know people are looking at me that I'm from a rich family. No, I was squatting with somebody that was squatting in Ikoyi. But the important thing is that I was in Ikoyi. So I now succeeded, made small money doing this comedy work. I met people like Forever. They showed me the ropes. And I moved from Ikoyi to Chevron. I got my own space in Chevron. That's something to be happy about. But one thing led to another. I've moved from Chevron. Now I live after Abraham Adesanya. What the problem is like the more I succeed, the closer I'm going to Delta State. So I want to move back to Lagos so I can be near civilization. That's why later on this evening I'll be going around with copies of my CV. If you are looking for who to hire and you are looking for where you can hire me, my strength and my weakness, I don't know it. I will find it out when I'm working with you. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the evening. God bless you.
Thank you. Please a round of applause of faith. All right. I believe we're ready for the toast and tribute. So once again, let's welcome the round of applause, George Okeke. Thank you very much.
That's Jackson the chop. Hello. Hello. I know we have a mouthful, but somehow we should be able to attend to other issues. My pleasure standing here today to give a toast, propose this toast for the reunion. It started in a very simple way. I was on my way to Montego Bay for a destination wedding, and I missed my flight in Houston. Having missed my flight, I had 3 days, nothing to do. And I remembered Chike, I remembered Uzo, all in Canada. I put a call across. I said, Uzo, I have 3 days. Can somebody accommodate me? Uzo said, George, you're a crazy man. Fly into Calgary. I'll pick you from the airport and the rest is history. I got to Calgary about 9 o'clock in the night. Uzo Ayebune was there. And then he took me to his house. That night we couldn't sleep. Everybody was so excited. The wife, if you have read Chinua Achebe, you appreciate the kind of food the wife presented that night. And what did I meet? Uzo had called all of the citizen bankers in and around Calgary. And we all sat. We never stopped popping hands. We never stopped talking about the past days. We remembered practically everybody in the bank. We shared jokes. And along the line, I told Uzo Ayebune, you know, this is wonderful for me. This is 3 o'clock in the morning. I have not slept. And I'm sure I'll miss my flight, 7 o'clock in the morning. So help me rebook my flight because there's no way I'm going to get up. Why can't we replicate this stuff in Nigeria? Uzo said, George, I'm planning to come to Christmas, but because of this, I said, are you sure you'll make it? He said, let's take it home. I came back to Nigeria. The first person I called was Lady Gwen. I said, Gwen, I have this idea. Can we push it? Gwen says, George, we've tried in the past. It might be difficult, but let's see how it goes. If you step out, I'll step up with you. I said, fine. Next person I called was Chidi. I pulled a fast one on Chidi. I've not spoken to Chidi in the last 18 years. And I told Chidi, you don't know why I called you? Chidi said no. I said, I called you because while I was in the bank, you were my boss. I was crushing on you. So let me make that complaint. Chidi said, George, where is this coming from? I said, I don't know. But I just wanted to tell you, I've had it in my heart all these years. I want it out. Chidi said, fine. We talked about a couple of other things. I said, well, primary reason why I called is that I want you to join a team. We need to fit ourselves. She said, okay. The next person I called was Mary Bassi. I said, Mama B, can we do this? She said, as long as it doesn't take so much of her time. I said, no, don't worry. We'll do it online. So at least you don't need to come out. She said she's in. I called my Oga, my favorite Oga, Anno. Anno told me we've done it before, but I said, Anno, forget about before. Let's push it this time around. The rest is history. We're all gathered here, popping hands and drinking. And that's the beauty of why we're here. We've spoken a lot of grammar. I think it's a time to wind down. I'd like to make it on a very light note. While we were in the bank, we stepped on toes. And we equally made friends. There were situations where we couldn't handle. But somehow, we made it work. I'll give you a typical example. I was with my boss, Larry, in NIB. And then all of a sudden, I joined Citizens Bank. And for one reason or the other, I missed my way from cash and tellers. I went out to the corporate area. I was looking for a restroom. As I stepped in to do my business, I had unzipped my trouser, held my stuff, and who did I see? Larry walked in. My instrument seized. I stood very uncomfortable, my hand down there, and I think after a few minutes he looked. He said, I hope there's no problem. I said, there's no problem, sir. I stood still until he finished doing his business before my own started running. That is how we looked on our bosses at that point in time. Our bosses were like demigods. You dare not get anywhere close because we saw them, they were up there and we were down here. So who am I to pee with, sorry, excuse my language, with my oga? It didn't have to cease. I remember the couple of things that went on. I had a boss then. I don't know if he's here. I won't call names. Anytime I did a memo and I took to my boss, as he sees me coming, first thing he does is he draws his locker. He brings out a biro. I'll drop my memo. He will rearrange it. And I'll walk away. I'll look at it. I say, George, you're training to be a lawyer. You have 2 degrees. Is it English you cannot speak? I said, next time I'm going to do a memo that this man will not find one thing to correct. Next week, I brought another one. As soon as he saw me, he brought out a biro. I dropped my memo, he rearranged it. And when I said something must be wrong with my language, and I went to his file, brought a memo he did on a similar matter. I presented to him. He corrected it. I said, okay, I'm not the problem. At that point in time, I said, I'm not the problem. It's just a system thing. So the next time I went to give him a memo, I went with a biro. I gave him the memo and I gave him a biro. Unconsciously, he collected the biro. Then he realized what he did. He looked at me and looked at him with a smile. He said, George, go and print. And I said, thank God, praise the God. Why I'm saying all of this is that we have shared memories. We have encounters. And I'll give 5 chances to the first 5 colleagues that will want to share any way they have fared in the bank, whatever they found very interesting, and whatever it is you think we would like to know. First 5 on the first come service. My Oga is gone, Austin Obigwe. I will have said a couple of things about working with him. If you have to work with Austin Obigwe, you have to be on your toe. I know somebody, anytime you see him standing up and taking an intercom call, you know he's talking to Austin Obigwe. The day I almost lost my job with Austin Obigwe was we went to see some white men who've been prospecting. And then that day, I missed to drop a memo, drop a letter in the office. As soon as we stepped in, the white man said, George, you were supposed to come and collect this letter. I said, okay, I'm so sorry, I had malaria. I almost lost my job. Austin, when we left the office, Austin, is anything wrong with you? You went to eat with a white man, and you tell a white man you have malaria. Don't you know it's infectious to the white man? Come on, tell him you have flu, for God's sake. I said, okay, I'm sorry. You know, it was Citizen Bank was like a high school for me, and I'm sure it was for so many of us. So like I said, 5 on the first company to come and share experience, to come and say anecdotes, whatever it is you remember about the bank. Ekuase. Eku ase. We'll have a minute or two. Caps.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All protocol observed. My name is still Ekwase Egbe, popularly known as Essential Exceptional Ekwase. I remember in 1993, August, or was it July? I went to do, it was August 1993. I went to sit for my written test. And Brother Faye, I met him in HRU. I was alone. And I just told him, is it possible for me to know if what I scored today? I don't want today, come tomorrow. I wanted to know if I pass or I fail. And he said, okay, once you finish writing this exam, you wait. And in no time, your result will come out. Then he came and told me I was successful. Then I had the interview. The first was, I think, Mr. Bolu in Broad Street. Then Chief Arno. I remember him. He looked at me, he said, but you read engineering. You don't need to be here. I said, I want to be here. You know, it was such wonderful opportunity to come and work in the best bank ever, Citizens Bank. I had amazing bosses. Ayo, is it my darling sweet Gwendino? Pastor Bimbo? Everyone. And our amazing managing directors and directors. I am blessed. Civil engineer, even working in Citizens Bank and being in private banking, Broad Street, marketing, financial institution, is helping me now, even as a nation transformer, transforming the lives of preteens and teenagers. There is hope for Nigeria. I am really, really honored that I worked in this great bank. Thank you to all our bosses. Thank you to all our colleagues. And we will all do great exploits wherever we find ourselves. Thank you. I am Ekwase, Essential, Exceptional Ekwase. I yield the mic for now.
Thank you. Just talking about interviews. I don't know how many people have attended an interview in NIV. My first encounter was with John Abel. John Abel, NIV. No. Before I came here, I know. He said, do you know anybody before coming to this bank? I said, sorry, to be honest with you, I don't. Have you ever applied to this bank before? I said, to be honest with you, I don't. The third question, I said, to be honest with you, I don't know. And John Abel turned and looked at me. How awful are you honest? Everything to be honest, to be honest.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. My name is Chijoke Ekechukwu. Let me speak concerning the interviews I went through in Citizens Bank. To be honest, there may not be any other institution in the world where you'll be so interviewed to get a job in Citizens Bank. Dr. Larry, please, 1 minute, sir, if you are stepping out. I want to speak concerning you. Okay. All right, so that interview process took almost 1 year. 1 year because every process was followed. When we thought we were through, they said they were going to bring somebody from somewhere who was coming to administer psychometric tests. I said psychometric tests. And one man came from somewhere, South Africa or so, and carried something that looked like a briefcase and opened it and gave us psychometric test. We went through that and everybody passed. Well, we passed. So we were called to Mainland Hotel. We were about 20 of us for the first training to becoming staff of Citizens Bank. And then I saw a man they called the MD stepping in, well dressed, with well shaved, and then he came and removed his jacket and dropped it. And he was pacing around and said, has anybody heard about BHAG before? BHAG. Do you guys remember BHAG? You couldn't be a citizen's staff without knowing BHAG. Big, hairy, audacious goals. And we listened to him. I said, so somebody can really sit down and think about something that was beyond this world, and he will still succeed. And he gave us a lot of instances. From that day to today, I do not stop talking about BHAG, and it has been part of my life. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Jacko.
Sorry. He said 2 minutes, but I'll do more than that. I'm sorry, so that, yeah, I agree. First, I'm usually a very shy person. People don't know. But I just said I needed to make a few points. First, I'll begin by talking about Larry. I got into the bank. I came from Aba. And as a lawyer, what we do is just, you have your clients, you go to court, and then you come back in the afternoon, attend to your clients, and go. So I had no knowledge about management. I had no knowledge of anything until I got into Citizens Bank. And my boss was Larry. And just like George said, each time I took a memo to him, all he did was, he starts from the dates. And he was so gentle about it. From the dates, he goes down. By the time he finishes, you go back, you look so little. And you know, lawyers, we pride ourselves with knowing so much grammar, so much technicalities. And then after a while, I got better. And then he will tell you that the most important thing is attention to details. And I remember taking memos to him for courses in law and all that. Each time I went, he said, Jackson, I've observed you, you know all the law, and that's not what you need. What you need is to expose yourself to management. So I got involved in basic accounting, intermediate accounting, and for a lawyer, it is traumatic. Yes, because, you know, we all were very good in the arts, literature, history, government, all those things. And so I'm not sure basic calculation was part of what we did. And so when we attended those courses in Ogere and everywhere, when you close by 10, you spend the next 3 hours till about 1 trying to, because I think in Citizens, I think they said the pass mark then was about 75, you know. And so, frankly, at that time, I just felt that it wasn't worth it. Why would a lawyer, what do I have to do with accounting, marketing, customer service, you know, all those courses regularly? It would just put my name and then I will go. And so, later in life, I came to appreciate what that meant. You know, how it has helped me in all that I do. I was able to, within 2 years, to appreciate, George, I will talk. Yes, yes. Yes, I was able to appreciate balance sheets, you know, all those things, and then there are just things that still help me. But more importantly, what Larry taught me, and I'm sure all of us, was that society was bigger than each and every one of us. I remember him, you know, I'm saying this story. When I met Larry for the first time in Lord Chief's house, Bishop Oluwole, he had beards at that time when they were trying to incorporate Citizens Bank. During the incorporation, I went with Uwemekong to go and incorporate the bank. Then we came back. And then a few months later, or 6-7 months, the bank was ready, and I had to move from Aba to Lagos. Uwem came to me and said that we needed to give a bill, legal bill, for 100,000 naira. And I said, what? 100,000 naira. My salary, I think, was 33,000 in a year in 1990. And you are saying a bill for 100,000. I said, why? He said, no, we'll do this. Oh, I will give you 50%. Larry had always told us that you should not collect any kind of compensation for the work that you did. But as a young man, you know, people tell you all kinds of things. So eventually I went to the board, took the memo, convinced everybody, and then the board approved the 100,000. 1990. That should be about maybe June or July. And then eventually we went to share the money somewhere. When I went to meet Uwem Ekong, Uwem now told me that he had used that money to buy equipment. He was into music. He was a very good lawyer, but he was into music. And so that the 50-50 had said, he had told me he was going to give me, that he was now going to give me 20,000, 20%. And I said, you can't do that. So we quarreled, and I left him with that money, and that was I never went back. For a new bank, there were no legal jobs. So each time he tried to call, God knows there were no legal jobs. And Larry had told me that part of why you are here is to save costs. So most of the legal jobs were doing it in-house. One day, a year later, Uwem came to see Larry, and I don't know what Larry asked him. Then he now told Larry that the reason why he's not been coming is because he doesn't know what he did to Jackson, that there was a business they did, that what he offered me, maybe I wasn't happy about it. And that's why he thinks I'm not giving him jobs. So when he left, I didn't know, Larry called me to his office, confronted me with those facts. I was in shock. I was in shock. I admitted it. And then he said, I hope you've learned your lessons. I said, yes, sir. I've learned my lessons. He said, I hope you know you could have lost your job. I said, yes. I could have lost my job. For the 10 years I worked in Citizens Bank, nobody gave me handkerchief. Nobody gave me anything. I never got involved in any such discussions with anybody for those 10 years. So it was a lesson for me. But why do I say this? I know a few of us here are aggrieved. I've had discussions with people, and they said part of their grouse with Larry was that he didn't tell them that the world was extremely corrupt out there, and that he made them to live a life that did not approximate to reality. I think, yes, even me, when I left, that was part of it. I realized that he had ideals that were far, far ahead of everybody, ahead of society. We've made all the money. Those who've used corrupt means, they've made all the money. They have all that it takes. Some of them control Nigeria. But I'm not sure today the Nigeria that we all are in is the ideal Nigeria. The Nigeria that in the 90s, when I had to go to Abuja, most times because I'm scared of flying, I have to go by road. Today, I'm scared of flying. I can't go by road. Because we've left a lot of people behind because of our greed and corruption. That we feel that the end justifies the means. That you are in a place of position and that you use it to appropriate funds to your own benefit. And so when we feel angry about Larry because of our situation, that he didn't allow us to know that the society that was out there was different from the one that he preached. I think people like us quite appreciate him. We appreciate that those standards are the standards that societies that are progressive hold on to. You know, so that's why I said I needed to make this comment. The second comment about Larry, I sat in those boards as a company secretary. He was ahead of virtually everybody by late 1990, he was already talking about mortgages, mortgage banks, mortgage institutions. He was already talking about insurance. Citizens Insurance Company was floated because of the ideas that Larry had. Whether other people on the board bought those ideas were not there, but I'm saying that the real estate that we are talking about, Larry on that board, those were ideas that he brought to board by 1990, 1991. So I think I said I needed to talk. I'm not sure I've spoken to him in maybe 25 years. But in my mind, in my heart, I feel greatly indebted to him. Greatly indebted to him. Yes, in my small business, I've been able to run it successfully. And the only reason I've done that is the ethos, the morals, the skills, and the knowledge that I acquired in Citizens Bank. And lastly, I need to talk about somebody that I feel so emotional that is not here. We can't talk about Citizens Bank without talking about a man or a young man that was instrumental to midwifing Citizens Bank. And that is Lord Chief D.K. Udensi Ifevu. Most of us do not remember that at the time that Citizens Bank, that he invested in Citizens Bank, he was barely 38 years old. In 1989, D.K. was born in 1951. People don't know. He was barely 28 years old. That he stopped formal education in his class 1, going to class 2 because of poverty. He couldn't go beyond class 2, and he went to become an apprentice. And by 1981, when he was 30 years, he already had Dubik Industries, Dubik Breweries that Guinness now bought, and then Unijoy that produced tissue at 31. That when he was 37, he was the majority shareholder in Alpha Merchant Bank. And by 1989, when he invested heavily in Citizens Bank, he was 38 years old. And he picked me up as a 23, 24-year-old boy in Aba to be his lawyer. And he tested me. Whatever I passed, he was satisfied with me. And then he started taking me, to all those meetings. What is special about Lord Chief is that all the growth path that Citizens Bank had was when he was chairman. He realized that he didn't have the competence. He wasn't a professional. So he invested and left the management to do their work. He never intervened. He never interfered in any form. Citizens Bank started having problems when people who felt they had education took up the chairmanship of the bank, and the reality is that they had no clue. And they did all kinds of things. And then whatever they did started the downfall of Citizens Bank. So I will pray and call on us to rise and observe a minute's silence to that very great man who died in 2013 when he was barely 61 years old. So can we just rise and observe a minute's silence for Lord Chief D.K. Udensi Ifevu, Ikoha of Ebreba. May the soul of Lord Chief D.K. Udensi Ifevu continue to rest in the bosom of our Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacko. I'll take only 2 for 2 minutes, and that's all. We've exhausted our time. We need to move to something else. I have 2 more identified already. 2 minutes, not more. After 2 minutes, I'll off the mic.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Ezekiel Oseni. I was in internal control unit. I just want to share the story of something that stayed with me, that will also stay with me forever. Was an experience I had. I was being prepared to go to Kano State as the branch controller, to Kano office. And I was assigned to Ikeja to understudy Erasmus. Unfortunately, my first day in Ikeja was the day armed robber came to attack the branch. And that day, I was sitting with Erasmus. I backed the door. And we just heard everybody come out. We laid on the ground. And the next thing was I got a kick. I was asked to go to the vault, and I don't know the way to the vault. That was my first day. I didn't know the way to the vault. I eventually found my way to the vault, and I met Patrick, who was the cast officer there. And then, actually on my way, one of them said, go back and just go and lay down. And one said, oh, but I told you to go to the vault. So there was a kind of argument between the two of them before they eventually allowed me. I got into the vault and we started packing money for them. And then one of them said I should go and look for a razor blade. That was my first day. I don't know who to talk to. Where will I get a razor blade? Another one put a gun to my head and say, cut that rope. And within a seconds, I was able to cut the rope with my teeth. And we thank God there was no loss of life. But it was a moment I will never forget. Because it was the first day in that branch. I was being prepared to go to Kano. And for a month, 2 months, anytime anybody shut the door, it's like, recurring whatever. But thank God when I got to Kano, I think about October, they were able to, arrest those guys. And that's when I eventually had peace. It's a story that remained with me and that forever remain with me. But I must say, on a final note, that I want to say big thank you for the opportunity I had in Citizens Bank. I came in from academics. I was a lecturer at University of Laura Nife before I came in. And my service in my exposure in the Citizens Bank gave me a good footing when I went to BOI to set up the internal control and audit division. And today, that bank, with all the rating they have, was part of the inputs I was able to bring in from Citizens Bank. So thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you. 2 minutes, please. We've run out of all of our time. Please.
Thank you, Oga George. Actually, Oga George was one of my Ogas, in my latter days in Citizens Bank. My name is Tokwe Fashua. I've written down what I want to say to make it short. I came into Citizens Bank 1992 October, and I actually came in because I came to check somebody's results who had done a test in Citizens Bank. In those good old days, you could go in and see the HR people directly. So I walked in. I didn't know I was speaking with Bola Shegun, who was the HR manager then. Anyway, when I passed the test, after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I didn't hear from them. So I had to go back and tell Bola Shegun that, look, if he was to start in the mail room or as a T-boy, I was ready. And the man laughed and said, this boy, just don't worry, we'll get back to you. Long and short, I came in. I was later I became the clearing guru. Always carrying my portmanteau to Tinubu Square, Central Bank. Later on, I remember in 1995 asking Dr. Larry about derivatives. That was when Nick Leeson collapsed Barings Bank. And he had one of the town hall meetings that he had with us. And he said to me, you know what, some of those issues are things that captains of industry are bothered about. And since then, I've never forgotten that phrase, captains of industry, from Dr. Larry. Later on, I wanted to move from operations as an FTL guy to marketing. And it was very tough. They told me, you know what? You may have to resign and reapply. I said I was ready. They just laughed at me in HR. I tried hard until one day, Mr. Mitchell Uchegbulam, and I've actually written a book about this, actually. I'm sorry I didn't bring copies, but I could send 50 copies to Mr. Amechi and co. for distribution, however they want. To George, Mr. George, okay. So one day, Mitchell saw me. I was going to the canteen. And he said, Toffer, do you still want to go to that your marketing? I said, why not? When he left, I sniggered. I said, something that Delphine Uka and co. couldn't do. Is it Mitchell that will do it? The next day, I saw my name on the notice board. These people are hereby transferred. So I moved to export marketing. Unfortunately for me, Dr. Larry was on leave. But when he came in, the first memo he wrote was, all transfers made in my absence and all employment are hereby annulled. and so I was still hanging there. I said, I'm not going back to operation. Until one day, Neka, now the MD of Fidelity, he looked at me and said, this boy, would you go back to your operation where you came from? Luckily for me, one of my colleagues in Operation Sunday Ali, who is late now, just called me and said, you know what, do you want to come to Standard Trust Bank? They need an operations person there. And so I zapped. You know, now, however, the point is that when I got to Standard Trust Bank, the knowledge I had gained from citizens became very, very essential. It stood me out there because they had a lot of knowledge gap there. And so I was able to shine. Apart from that, some of the customers I had known in Citizens Bank, I was able to also bring them on. For example, Olam. I was the one that brought Olam to Standard Trust Bank. The kind of money they were giving us then, every time they saw me in Treasury, they were like, the checks man has come. And before then, I was able to move back again from operation to marketing and later became a branch manager in Ikeja. I was a very young chap. I was barely 26, 27 years old then. Some of my bosses, Josh Ikioda, Iman Woiri, and co., they felt that this small boy had made this kind of move. But anyway, it was because of the training, a solid training. I remember one time we had a problem in clearing, and Citizens Bank was thrown out of clearing. We had to go and clear our checks through Zenith. And however, what I found out was the culture then. I know that now that Akin is there, the culture would have improved. But the way the bosses were screaming at the boys, I felt, wow. You know, I realized that we were pampered in Citizens Bank. The 5 founders, 5 partners who came in from Citibank, they came with that culture of Citibank, you know, American, talk to people, and I'm almost done. And so today, and I think that's the same thing. I mean, today we have Mr. Cardoso in Central Bank representing Citizens Bank. He's a great man, doing fantastically. And one thing with Mr. Cardoso is that he will always reply you if he's, and there's one of us who wanted to reach out to him. I said, you know what, I'll take a chance. Text him. And he did reply. And he's working in Central Bank, cleaning up the place, doing right, and I think we should be proud of that. I think lastly to say that great culture, Citizens Bank, it has also helped me to build my business up to where I am today as the special advisor to the president on economy. So I'm proud of what we've been able to do, and thank you, Dr. Larry. Thank you, every one of us. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. George, one of my bosses, for giving me the opportunity.
I'm waiting for the 50 copies.
Yes,
I'll surrender 10.
Yeah.
Irene, 2 minutes. Irene, hold on a second. Irene.
After you. Okay, fair. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. But now no answer me in 2 minutes, we'll still be here. It is such a delight, such a pleasure for me to be here this evening, seeing each and every one of us that had made such great impact on me and in my career. Like everyone has said, and it isn't really for want of what to say, it is indeed true that for most, if not all of us, that worked and learned in Citizens Bank, that all of those learnings have carried us really far and really well in our lives, both in our careers and in our individual lives. Joining Citizens Bank for me as a youth corper, I was at the head office and got transferred to Aba branch. For some reason, I then became an ambassador of the bank because my role was then, oh, Mary, a branch is being opened. I was moving from one branch to another. I probably opened about 10 branches, you know, setting up right from the scratch and making 6 months, and then I'll return to the head office. 6 months, I'll return to the head office. Indeed, Tokwe mentioned something about the leadership of the bank. I learned a lot from the leadership of Citizens Bank, starting from Dr. Osafiana and the other directors. From Mrs. Delfinuka, I learned tough love. She would tell you as it is, but it's from a place of love. From Dr. Larry Osafiana, I learned humility. And from his wife, Dr. Osafiana's wife, please give her my regards. And please tell her this story. She would come to look for you, and she would sit and wait at the reception and wait to be called up. I couldn't understand that. I am MD's wife. I'm waiting to be called up, but why? You know, but that was such, that was very defining for me, even as I was growing up as a human being, you know, just to respect the fact that although he is at that level, he is still the managing director of the bank, and you need to respect protocol. When Abiola Oloke, all that I learned and how far I went in my banking career, I thank you. I learned a lot from you. You taught me so much. Probably my most surreal moment was returning to Citizens Bank, then Enterprise Bank, as the managing director of the bank. The day I walked into that building, my knees literally wobbled. I was in tears. That this is where I started my career as a youth corper. And this is where I'm returning to as the managing director. It was very surreal. It was great. It was great to see familiar faces who were very supportive, and for everybody that is here that, you know, was there at the time that I was there, I thank you all for the support that you gave me that made it easy, because it was very difficult, especially when you're working with people, when you're coming at that level and you're working with people that were your senior at some point, you know, but they made it really, really easy for me to integrate. And so I thank you. So indeed, I've had a fantastic banking career, and the foundation, all that I learned in my life, in my career, in my relationships with people, in leadership, in humility, in just getting along with everybody, in respect. Because, I mean, the directors of Citizens Bank respected people. No matter how much of a bad day you have, when you see Mr. Aneru Esivwe, you will smile because he's just going to come around. Young lady, how are you? And you don't have a choice but for all of that, you know, heaviness in you to just die down. So thank you, Dr. Safiana, representing that leadership. Thank you, everyone. You know, I am very, very happy to be here this evening. I love you all. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Irene Akinshola. I started with, I wouldn't say corporate affairs, I would say somebody brought me in. She went on leave, and I had to relieve her, and that's Jumoke Aneru. I remember coming in to relieve Jumoke for about 2 weeks. And while she was coming in, it was a Friday, and we had TGIF. And I remember coming out that day, and I was like, oh, today is my last day here, and I'll be going back because Jumoke is here, saying bye-bye. And I remember that day, Dr. Larry Osafiana got up and said, do you want to work here? And I was like, oh, yes, I would love to. And he said, okay. And that was it. But you know, one thing I've learned, Mary said it, and it's, I'm here representing corporate affairs. And my unit was the go-to unit when everybody had stress. You know, they will come to corporate affairs and we will laugh and we will talk and everything. And I know a lot of people here, and I'm sure many people were looking when I greeted a lot of people. Yes, because I did, almost everybody, I did your nameplate. So there was nobody they hired then that I did not do their nameplate. So I knew them, you know. But one thing I've learned, and I'm taking away from Citizens Bank, is respect for the individual. And that was from Dr. Larry Osafiana. Respect for the individual. I have never worked in a place where the managing director will have meetings with drivers. And Dr. Larry Osafiana would have meetings with the management, with the junior management, and even with the drivers of the bank. That was huge for me, because I was like, driver, okay, MD, you know, but that was it. Citizens Bank, your right to succeed. And that right has been what has driven a lot of us to succeed. Thank you very much, Dr. Larry Osafiana, and your group. Thank you. YC, Alaji Hassan Mamadou, Aneru Esivwe, Uncle Mo. They're not here today, but we can never forget them. Thank you very much. I had to do this. Thank you.
Thank you. Just one last one for a minute, but let me announce. People were closed. Let me announce. Some people are quite eager to go, but I'll let you know we have a lot in the reserve. There's going to be a karaoke session where people will dance and dance and dance away their sorrows. There's music, there are drinks, there's food. So when we close formally, we are opening informally. So don't be in a hurry to leave. Please, 1 minute, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kenneth Osanebi. I joined Citizens Bank in 2002. I remember I had my interview 2001. I met the MD then, Tikambonu. And the following year, after waiting for some time, there was no response. I went to the bank and I met a lady in the HR. And I told her the whole story, how I met the MD and everything. And she asked me a question. Do you have any banking experience? I said no. He showed me the door. I said, no way. So after some time, I went back again. I told her the same story. And she asked me the same question. Do you have any banking experience? Once I said no, the way out. I never gave up. I kept going to her. In fact, once I get there, I'll just ask for her. So this particular day, I went again, and I asked for her, and they said she has resigned. And I asked, who is now in charge? They now took me to one young guy. And I told the same story I told that lady, and he asked me, he said, what is your name? I said, Kenneth Osanebi. He started checking the system. I was there. My heart was beating very fast. He was checking. At the stage, he now paused. He said, are you Otunia? That's my middle name. I said, yes. He said, congratulations. And there, at that moment, I started shedding tears. I lost control of myself right there in the bank, inside the HR. After 7 years of searching for a job, I finally got a job as a graduate. You know, and that man is here today. Please just appreciate Okechukwu Agubata for me. Thank you very much.
One minute. I won't exceed a minute. Thanks. My name again is Bimbo Adeshino. Ogalari has gone. Because it's not gone. I joined Citizens Bank in 1993, August. And I was coming from First Bank. The long and short of why I decided to say one or two things is because of this respect for the individual. I was getting my promotion regularly whilst in the bank. And people were leaving to some other banks. I won't mention this very bank. Joshua Ikyoda's wife was working in that bank at that time. And Sam Ogumbiya and I went for the interview at the bank. We got the job. And then Dr. Osafiana heard of it. And he called both of us and said, Bimbo, I learned you are leaving the bank too. You and Sam, I got a wind that you are leaving. Why? It's people like you who want to hand over this bank to. Why are you in a hurry to want to leave? I am saying this because it was some other people. The fact that you even went to that place for the interview was enough reason for you to be sacked. And I just want to say, I don't know if there could have been any other bank to work. Working for me in Citizens Bank wasn't working. It was fun. I was always looking forward to going to work. It is indeed a privilege for every one of us, whoever passed through the bank, and God Almighty will bless all our EDs and everyone that ever worked in the bank, and God will bless every one of us.
At this point in time,
so we understand a lot of people have many things to say. What will happen? Whatever you want to say, drop it on the WhatsApp group. We'll read it. So we need to propose the toast now. Thank you.
I'm not overriding you, but there's a session after the session. So once we close formally, we'll open informally. We can take them then. At this junction, I'll implore everybody to please pick up your glasses, fill them up with wines, and let's toast to the wonderful institution that we used to call Citizens Bank. Yes, while we're waiting, our foremost managing director just stepped out. I believe that there are wines in all of the tables. There are glasses also on all of the tables. So at this juncture, I will implore each and every one of us to please fill up our glasses and let's be on our feet to toast to this wonderful organization. I will expect each and every one of us to be on our feet. It's the only kind of respect we'll give to our former institution, Citizens. Are we there? The first toast goes to all of our members that should have been here with us, that should have been here eating with us, and that should have been here enjoying with us. Unfortunately, we are enjoying on their behalf and remembering them in prayers. Having said that, I'd like to propose the toast. This toast is for a wonderful life for all of us that have made it to this point. This wonderful life is in good health of body and mind, progress in our various endeavors. This toast also is for our continued engagement as a community, continuing in the pursuit of values and ideals we hold dear. This toast is also for the enduring legacy of Citizens Bank. And finally, to the various successes we have achieved as a body corporate, as a family, and as individuals. And to this I say, hip, hip, hip. Please, hold on. We are sounding like people who have never seen anything today. We sound as if we don't even enjoy the very presence of our colleagues we've never seen in the last 15, 20 years. We sound as if we have not even eaten anything. I will encourage us to please raise our voices and shout this place. Hip, hip, hip. Not good enough. Let's give it our last chance. If this hall doesn't go down, I'll continue shouting hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. To a wonderful and enduring family.
Keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle to stay alive. One love, keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle to stay alive.
Come on. All right. Thank you very much. We want to quickly run so we can get to the dance part. But please, if you're the owner of this car, Honda CRV SMK 502JD, we need you to repark. SMK 502JD, Honda CRV, please, we need you to repark. Thank you. That was a very nice one. We quickly want to cut the cake, and then we can move to the dance part. So if you don't mind, we need your attention in the next few seconds, so kindly have your seats so we can cut the cake. Thank you. DJ, hold it, thank you very much. And to coordinate the cutting of the cake, to help coordinate the cutting of the cake, we want to welcome with a round of applause the MD of Fidelity Bank, Mrs. Neka Onyalikwe. Please, a round of applause for her. She'll be coordinating the cutting of the cake. And we'll also call on our pioneer MD, Dr. Osa Afiana, and all members of the organizing committee to the cake stand. So please, a round of applause as we welcome our pioneer CEO, Dr. Osa Afiana, and all members of the organizing committee to the cake stand that will be led by Mrs. Neka Onyalikwe, the MD of Fidelity Bank. Thank you. Thank you. Please, a round of applause one more time. A round of applause. Thank you very much. All right, just so we know, after the cutting of the cake, there's an after party. You've not seen yourself for a long time, so it's time for us to dance. But we need to cut the cake first. All right, so please, members of organizing committee, yes.
The members of the organizing committee and our Thank you. No, you are cutting the cake, sir. Oh, am I? Yes, I want to cut the cake. I'm just officiating. Thank you, doctor. I'm not cutting your gun. No, we'll put our hands. Exactly. Let's all stretch our hands to cut the cake. Please join me to thank God for this amazing event and to help all of us say the word citizens. And I want to start with a C, an I, a T, an E, an I, Z, an E, an N, and an S. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. So we just take a quick photograph. Have you taken a picture of this with the cake? With the cake. All right.
Let me do the groups. Okay, let the organizing committee take with the MD of Fidelity and, no, don't go, please. The MD of Fidelity and Pioneer MD. The organizing committee, please.
Organizing committee, we are taking photographs right now. Organizing committee, please.
Okay, please go ahead. Okay. MD, Madam Antineka, don't go. Is your leg paining you? Please don't go. Dr. Larry, please don't go, don't go, don't go. More photographs, yes, more photographs. Can I call on all past group heads? All past group heads.
All past group
heads.
heads.
All past group heads.
Please.
All past group heads. All past group heads, all past regional managers, please come out immediately. Oga Nelson, please. Chidi, please. Who are the rest? Chasokoro. Group heads and regional managers, please. No, this way now so that it is balanced. Group heads, regional managers. The photograph is not balanced. Please, I need more people this way. Okay, go ahead, please.
Please, we have an after party afterwards, so don't go. The party continues.
One more. All past and serving bank executives.
All past and serving bank executives.
I need Kola Adeleke and Aki Oguronti. Where is Kola? Has he gone? All past and current serving executives.
All past and current bank executives, please. If you're sitting somewhere in the crowd, please join the photograph now. we need to make a statement. So if you're a past executive and you have not come out, you are shorting the numbers that we have. Please, we have so many. So past and present executives, please come out. Thank you.
Please, we're going to have pictures with everybody, please. Table by table. If you feel like taking a picture with Larry, please just come forward right here quickly, please. Who wants to take some pictures? Larry, please, we still need your beautiful, handsome face. Yeah, 2 tables. Please, this table, can you come forward?
So we're taking 2 tables at a time.
Let's make it very, very fast.
So that we can
DJ,
dance.
help me.
2 tables at a time. It's a reunion so we can get everybody's face on a photograph. So 2 tables at a time. Our pioneer MD, sir, we need you. If the photographer say we can take 3 tables with the number of people, then we can. 2 tables at a time.
My sweetie, my sugar, my baby, my lover. Let me love you, let me hold you. Can't live without you, no one above you. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't travel London overseas, looking for true love and I never see. I don't try many logic in no work. Just when I want to give up, oh you come. Give me life, oh, give me hope, oh, give me strength, oh, to love again. Oh my angel, oh my baby, what can I do? What can I do without you? Oh my sweetie, my sugar, my baby, my love. Let me love you, let me hold you. Can't live without you, no one above you. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I said I give you oh yeah, I was blind before now, I see. I was lost but now I am found. I've been broken many times, but just when I want to give up, oh you come. Give me life, oh, give me hope, oh, give me strength, oh, to love again. Oh my angel, oh my baby, what can I do? What can I do without you? Oh my sweetie, my sugar, my baby, my love. Let me love you, let me hold you. Can't live without no one above you. Oh yeah, I said I need you. Oh yeah, yeah, Father in heaven, back time to take over. And play I know back down to lose it. I know the fellow pastor, baby for man. Father, la Father, see me I don't busy my call. I won't focus on you, on God. I don't boss, plenty love, plenty noise, plenty people. Don't go love me and my friends. I get good, I don't boss, I don't boss, plenty love, plenty noise, plenty people.
Next batch of pictures.
Sometimes I got your blessing. He did take to show for face. He be like he HIV. Church for club, kitchen for club, like for photo.
Body go sign. You know everything I do is nobody else concerned. To let you go come online. And I see darkness all around me, but I know I'm the light.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, baby, shake it, shake it. I feel your vibration, pressure. Fine girl on my motion, beautiful temptation. Hot girl on rotation. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby, shake it, shake it. Electricity, vibes on a frequency, yeah. Till infinity, steady on a different beat. Love is very sweet, but first you must get the moolah. Na poverty.
Next batch of photograph. Next batch.
Body go sign. You know everything I do.
Next batch of pictures. Next batch of pictures.
We got a dance party. Come on, Julie. We got a dance party. We got the people here. We got a dance party. Come on, Julie. Dance all through the night. Mama, dear, you got nothing to fear. You can go out, we'll be here. We got a dance party. Come on, Julie. We got a dance party. We got the people here. We got a dance party. I said, come on, Julie. We got a dance party. We got the people here. I don't feel that we should fuss and fight, especially baby not there tonight. Feel good music, our friends home from school. It's our night, so just be cool. We got a dance party. Come on, Julie. We got a dance party. Oh, we got the people here. We got a dance party. I said, come on, Julie. We got a dance party. We got the people here.
This is the final one. This is the final one. This is the final photograph.
We got a dance party. I said, come on, Julie. We got a dance party. We got the people here. We got a dance party. I said, come on, Julie. We got a dance party. Oh, we got the people here. Very soon we'll dance out in the street. Still band music for your dancing feet. Say you love me if it's what you feel. Life's a dream, but this is real. We got a dance party. Come on, we got a dance party. We got a dance party. I said, come on, we got a dance party.
I want to flex my love. I want to bless. And I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. I want to bless. And I want to carry my love away to a place she loves.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to dance.
They make me forget, say I
Time to celebrate.
by the end of the night, enter bathroom, fresh up. I want to flex my love. I want to press. And I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. I'm a man. I want to press. Exclusive. And I want to carry my love away.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the party time. Let's go. Let's go.
Danny bro. You don't want to find my trouble. Enter bathroom, fashion. Jenna, you come through when your heart break. Heartbreak, you change your heartbreak. That make you bite me for your mind. Enter bathroom.